Hey folks, I'm Red and this is my Watcher of Realms channel, and in this video I wanted to break down the shop for you. This is the Dwarven Association and it has a cycle of goods that you can purchase with different kinds of currency and slightly different reset or refresh times. So in this video I'll outline the currencies that you need, where you can get them, and what you can buy at which times. Then I'll also make recommendations about what you should buy in the early game, in the mid game, and the late game. So here we are in the Dwarven Association. This is my main free-to-play account, and you can see that I've already purchased some things, so the auto battles and the rare summoning crystals. But the thing to keep in mind is that you have different kinds of currency. Okay, so the currencies are gold, diamonds, guild coins, arena coins, and awakening tokens. Now each of these currencies is slightly different in terms of how easy it is to acquire. Okay, so gold is relatively easy to acquire. You get it by spending energy in raids, by energy refills from selling either gear or uncommon or common heroes. Okay, diamonds are a bit harder to acquire. You primarily get them from quest and event rewards or from selling rare heroes. Guild coins can be gained once you join a guild. Okay? You complete quests for the guild, or you give donations, and you get coins as a reward. Arena coins you win in arena fights, and this can be on offense or defense. And then awakening tokens you get from selling epic or legendary heroes. Okay, so those are the different kinds of currency. Now let me show you in the shop how you would actually spend these. So the black market is where you spend gold or diamonds, and you can purchase different things with those. Okay, now what would I recommend? All right, well, with gold, I would recommend that everyone, no matter what your stage is, purchase the crystals. As you can see here, I've already gotten some, and energy. Okay, now typically you can't purchase these with gold, but occasionally you can. Okay, so whenever you see it selling for gold, I would purchase it. You can also purchase these heroes and auto battles for gold. I would say early game, you can also purchase some gear, especially if you don't have much on your account and you just need to equip something on your heroes. I would also always purchase the promotion insignias, which show up as purchasable for gold. In the mid game, you might want to buy more of these auto battles and possibly these discount heroes. These can actually be very useful if you are trying to upgrade heroes and you don't have enough fodder. Okay, that can be quite good. I would only get the ones on discount personally, but depends on how big your pockets are, right? You might also find some mythic gear in here as you get further into the game. And I always buy the mythic gear because it saves me a run. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I would spend depending on whether you're early, mid, or late game. But you might have slightly different needs as well. Occasionally you get promotion materials other than the insignias, and those can be quite useful as well, depending again on how much of the material you actually have and how quickly you want to upgrade your heroes. So it just really depends on your individual account for that. Now the next kind of currency that you have are the guild coins, and this you can use in the guild shop. You get 2 rare summoning crystals every week that you can purchase, and I would always purchase those no matter where you are in the game, provided again you have enough guild coins. So this requires that you be somewhat active in your guild. I wouldn't really buy anything else in here, no matter what your stage is, except if you're early game, possibly the gold bonus, or some of these upgrade materials that can be useful if you're trying to just get your characters up to speed, get your heroes upgraded. When you're in the mid or late game, you probably want to get these legendary skill crystals. Your guild has to be at a certain stage in order to do that, but I find that these are one of the rarest things in the game, the legendary skill crystals, and so if I have enough in my account, I will purchase these with the guild coins. Now the next kind of currency is your arena tokens or arena coins, and this you get from being active in arena. And you can win coins from your defense as well, so you set a decent defense, some of these slots don't actually unlock until you get up to these different ranks. So Platinum, 1, 2, 3, and then Overlord. So early and mid-game, you probably just want to focus on the rare summoning crystals. You get 3 of these a week that you can purchase. The huge stamina potions you can purchase every day. So I would do that because that's very useful to have extra stamina in your pocket that you can use when you want, rather than waiting for it to refill all the time. So I would say everyone buy the huge stamina potions and the rare summoning crystals. And early and mid-game, you might also want this XP bonus and some of these upgrade materials like the skill dust and the skill crystals. And again, once you hit Platinum 2, you'll start to be able to get the legendary skill crystals and ancient summoning crystals. So that's quite useful as you get further on. Now the last kind of currency is the awakening tokens. And these awakening tokens you only get from selling epic and legendary heroes. So once I've gotten far enough into the game, you can see I've gotten rid of a couple of epic heroes that are fully awakened, and so I have no use for those particular heroes. When you sell them, you get this kind of currency, and so you can use them for XP bonus or auto battles. It's relatively rare, I think, unless you're really end game, you don't have any of the legendary awakening tokens. But the legendary skill crystal and the ancient summoning crystal are also quite useful, I would say. And if there's a soul stone for a character that you're trying to upgrade, awaken, then that might be useful as well. So sometimes there's also a max level book, which looks like it would be quite useful. So that was last week, they had that available instead of a soul stone, and that would be nice too. But again, I don't have any legendary heroes that are fully awakened, so I wouldn't be getting that for a long time. A final thing to keep in mind is that there's different reset times. And this means that every hour, your shop will actually reset in terms of the black market. So this is just reset, and I can see there's some different stuff. I don't want to buy any of these things for gems. I don't want to buy any of these things for gold. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. But it's very useful if you want to really min-max to check every hour and then see if you can get some extra energy, maybe some summoning crystals, that kind of thing. Also, there's this refresh button at the lower right-hand corner of the black market, and you get four free refreshes every day when it first resets, on the 24-hour mark. And then you can also do some refreshes for gold, 500 and 1,000 gold. I think you can do 4 of those. So I usually do that. I don't spend any gems to refresh, but if you really want to try your luck, you can do that as well. Now the resets on the guild are weekly, basically. So every week you will get a chance to buy more summoning crystals. In the arena, it's also weekly, except for the stamina potions, as I mentioned, so get those daily. And then in the awakening shop, it's also weekly. I think some of these in the arena shop are actually on a 4-week schedule as well. So some of these higher value items, when you get into the end game, you get higher ranked in arena, then you will be able to access these, but not every week, unfortunately. So that's something to keep in mind. Like I said, with the black market, you have potentially 24 refreshes, which if you have your phone with you, it's easy to check and keep abreast of what might pop into the shop. So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Do hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.